just yesterday, just last night, I'm going through Twitch, and all my streamers that I normally watch are not on, and then all of a sudden, I see Call of Duty on esports, and I'm like, all right, whatever. I normally don't watch this stuff, but I started watching it. I was getting so into it. You have two you have two teams, and they're going at it. There's a fucking crowd that's cheering for every shot. There's announcers who are so much more excited than sports announcers, and I'm just like,
they're like soccer announcers.
Even more exciting than that. It's
like, what could be more exciting than that?
These guys were like popping blood vessels. They were screaming with so much excitement. And I'm just like, I don't even play Call of Duty, and I was so into it. It's a lot of fun. Wow. But I guess that's listen, Austin. Why don't you try it first before fucking judging? Well, so much for being progressive, Austin.
Wow.
I've been fooled with that once.
Shots fired.
Are you into any esports, Kevin?
No.
Anything like that? No? Okay. Well.
No. I mean, honestly,
I'm not either. I'm just lying.
I relate to your comment about WoW and about how it would eat up your time.
Oh, yeah.
I can't. I would love to play more video games. Yeah, I would love to spend time getting into them, but I always have that nagging feeling that I could be doing something else with my time. Even if it's just like consuming new media or reading a book, watching a movie, something like that, you know?
You know, Steam is like the hub for video games, especially for PC. And what Steam does is it logs your hours for each video game, and that might be the most depressing thing that any company or any program has ever done.
I was going to say, I bet that's depressing.
It's really depressing because like this one game that I've logged, it's called Mountain Blade Warband. It's like, I don't know if you ever heard of that, but you pretty much just play a character in like a medieval world, and you just create an army and fight. I have logged over 155 hours onto that game.
Things we don't need to admit on the podcast.
But 155 hours. That's literally a week of my life playing a video game. It's like, it's sad to admit, but it's so worth it. It's always worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I've spent that amount of time probably watching movies in the last week.
You spent a week in the last week watching movies? That's
just
impressive.
about. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Listen, you know, I got to do with my free time what I got to do with my free time. I got to keep current.
You know, I wanted to always ask you that. Like, when me and Austin, we're obviously into politics, but once in a while we want to get away from politics, so we'll play video games or listen to music or whatnot. Most of the times with like pop culture, that's kind of what you escape to. But if that's your job for your podcast, what do you escape to? Or do you just stay in that realm?
It's something else, or I actually do get into politics and listen to politics podcasts and read blogs and things like that. So,
do you know any good political podcasts?
Not one.
Nope.
No.
Nope. No. We don't either. We've been looking for a while. I've
heard the Daily's pretty good.
I listen to Trumpcast. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
Oh yeah. I go to sleep listening to that podcast.
I put my Movie Pass to good use, or at least I did when I had Movie Pass. I recently got away from Movie Pass because of the bullshit that they've been doing.
Now, I don't know what Movie Pass is. Is that like code word for like Pornhub Pass?
No.
Yes. I mean, no. So Movie Pass has been around for years. It started as you pay like $60 a month, but you could go and see as many movies you wanted, and there were no restrictions, and it was wonderful, and it was great. Basically, you'd sign up and they gave you a credit card that you could just use to pay for the movies. Okay. Last year, they dropped their price from $60 a month to $10 a month.
Whoa!
And I jumped on it. And I was like, this is spectacular.
Yeah, for you, that's amazing. Again, yeah. Wow.
There were no restrictions.
How do they justify that? That's a big drop.
They were talking about how they were going to be a marketing type company, and they were going to use your data, your browsing, your movie habits, your everything as information. So they'd know who to market to, who to market certain movies to. They could sell it to other people. You were the product. They made this very clear.
So ultimately doing what Google's been doing behind our backs, give or take?
100%. Okay. And they were upfront about it. And a lot of people just found out about this, even though they've been upfront about it, and have raised their arms in mock outrage and blah, blah, blah. But anyway, MoviePass, I mean, your first response is pretty much right. They can't keep this going. This is not a really sustainable business model.
No.
And the CEO has been sending ever-increasing panicked emails to everyone that has ever had MoviePass, basically changing the plan once or twice a week. And it went from as many movies you want in a month to 3 movies a week to only certain movies, only certain times. Then there were peak charges, and then there was this, and then it went back to $10 a month, and then it's been all over the place. And so last week, my wife and I tried to go to see a movie. I don't even remember which one. And when we got there, our MoviePass was not recognizing where we were at all. And so I just said, fine, forget it. I'll deal with this later. We signed up for the AMC Stars, whatever it is, the same type of thing, only it's $20 a month. You can see as many movies as you want.
Okay.
We signed up for that. Figured we go to the movies enough, it'll pay for itself.
Sure.
When I canceled MoviePass, in the cancellation screen, there's a little thing that says you cannot sign up for MoviePass again in the next 9 months.
What?
Yep.
What is that?
And I was like, oh, no, that's okay. I mean, I wasn't planning on it, but also now I'm definitely not going to be doing that.
Yeah, wow.
Thanks, though.
That went from like a pretty cool concept to pretty much like a nagging ex-girlfriend. That's
yeah,
really,
I mean, I really feel like
obnoxious.
that's like... It's a really visceral response. They're like, well, you don't want to be with us? Fine. We don't want to be with you. And you can't come back for 9 months.
Yeah.
Huh? Meh. How's that?
You don't enjoy our ever-changing product? Well, fuck you.
Right? Seriously. This isn't what I signed up for. I'm not sure what I signed up for, but it wasn't this.
Well, that's a good way to ruin your business. So, I mean, hey, listen, enjoy the AMC Movie Pass or whatever it is. AMC? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Do I sound smart?
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
No.
Okay,
Wow.
yeah,
No. Well, you said it right.
Yay.
I was thinking about getting that, actually. Is it any good?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's decent. I mean,
Okay.
the app is very easy to use. It's everything you want from that type of thing.
Yeah.
It's simple to understand. It just works. We live in a world where apps and things should just work.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
stupid when they don't, and I get so frustrated because it just. I mean, come on, this is literally what you do now, folks.
Yeah.
This is the world we live in. MoviePass's app did not work. They have a website. The website will just refer you to the app. Well, if I'm having a problem with the app, that's not a good answer. With AMC, you can actually walk there. You can call them. You can email them. You can send smoke signals. Someone shows up at your house. It's great.
It's just like Blockbuster. Just like
the one remaining Blockbuster
I heard.
Yeah,
in
in
the
Alaska.
continental
Is
U.S.
it Alaska?
No, the Alaska one's closed.
Oh, no.
So what's the last
Oh,
one?
yeah. There's one more. I don't know where it is. I'm sure it's like Minnesota or something. But the Alaska one with all of John Oliver's leftovers,
Yeah.
closed. Gone.
Well, that's a shame. All right, moving on. What else
Sounds
do we
real
got?
broken up.
No, I'm really sad.
Right.
What else we got?
Well, we've got a couple of Star Wars things. We have the Star Wars Resistance TV series that just got a trailer that looks pretty spectacular, that takes place just before the Force Awakens movie.
Oh.
And that should be pretty fun. And then we have the series with Jon Favreau directing from Star Wars that has a budget of $100 million for 10 episodes.
Hold on. Jon
That's a
Favreau
lie.
from
Jon Favreau.
No, not from Pod Save America.
From Save America? Oh, it's not that.
No.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There's another
This
one?
is the director of Iron Man.
Oh!
This is.
Oh, okay.
He was in,
gotcha.
was it Newsies or something like that? He's an actor / director / comic book enthusiast.
Gotcha.
It's funny, I always think of him as the guy from Chef.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I'm sorry.
That was a great movie, too.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, Tom.
Okay. Okay. I won't.
But this is going to debut exclusively on Disney's upcoming streaming service. So I'm definitely going to get that service. I don't care.
By the way, when does that start? Because I remember you had brought it up to us a long time, maybe not a long time ago, but a while ago, and kind of I just really haven't heard much about it since. So is that coming up soon? Is it already out and I just don't know about it?
It's not out. It's going to come out sometime next year.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, the big things about it, they are developing like 5 new series for it. There's a couple things that are going for it, but they're not going to have like the old Star Wars movies because they don't own the rights to it.
Ooh.
Really?
This is CBS did the same thing. So if you have the CBS streaming service, CBS All Access, you actually don't have previous seasons of their shows on there in most cases because they have sold the streaming rights to the older seasons of those shows to other places with an exclusive. And so like CBS doesn't have the rights to their own shows, which I just think is really weird.
That is a little strange. Yeah. Yeah, that is kind of weird. But I mean, they got a lot. If we're talking about CBS, they have plenty of stuff to already show. So they're probably not hurting too bad, I'm imagining.
No, but still, at the same time, if I go there to watch a show, I'm a completionist. I want to watch it from the beginning.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, so if I want to watch that terrible Sherlock show, I think that was CBS, then I'm going to start from the beginning and get really frustrated and not finish it. But I want to start from the beginning.
What the hell was that show called?
I don't even remember.
It was, I feel like it was something stupid like The Games Afoot. No, that can't be it.
Not quite.
Elementary,
not quite.
that's
Close.
what it was.
Elementary,
that's
there
right.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His other
yeah,
catchphrase.
but I mean, honestly, I'm going to want to watch that from the beginning, right? Right? No.
Probably not, no. Probably not. So let me ask you this. Before the Disney comes out, because obviously you won't know what that streaming service is like until it comes out.
The Disney.
What?
They just sound so old.
Oh. Well, shut up, Austin. What is the best streaming service for you right now, currently?
I watch Hulu and Netflix the most. Okay. I think Hulu would have to take the cake for current TV. Netflix has the best original stuff, but I find Netflix really clunky to navigate.
Yes.
That's another thing that frustrates me. This is your one thing, Netflix. I don't want to just see what I've already watched and the only things you recommend for me.
Yeah.
I'd love to be able to see like actual categories and browse in a way that isn't me scrolling through a list of a million things.
Yeah.
Yes. And just remember, because obviously Netflix is listening to our show, correct that, please, Netflix.
Right? Get on that.
I just want to break the news to you. Netflix does not listen to our show. So
what?
I
then
know.
Why am I here?
I know. We've had a lot of guests on, but none of them have ties with Netflix just yet. So we're gonna have to, your voice kind of went unheard there. So Star Wars news. That's great. The Force Awakens. That's like the first one ever.
No, that's the newer trilogy of movies with the old ass people in it where everyone dies. Everyone dies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Shocking.
It's the newer movies.
Oh, okay.
It's the first of the newer ones.
Yeah.
So not the ones from the 70s.
No.
The ones from the
not the ones from the 90s.
No. There's ones from the 90s too. How many fucking Star Wars are there?
I think it was the 2000s by then.
Well, it was 90.
Was it 99 or 98?
99, right. Something like that for the Phantom Menace.
Yeah.
Because I stood in line for tickets. I still had them until I saw them the other day and became embarrassed and burnt them.
Oh, is that bad? Is that a bad? That's a bad movie.
It was bad.
The Phantom Menace?
It was bad.
Well, I mean, it depends on how much you like parliamentary procedure.
Sure. I mean, it was a lot of that. I guess actually,
I might
you
like
might
that one.
Well,
if
the
you
senator
look really hard, you can see E.T. in the background.
Oh yeah.
What? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Are you joking?
No, I'm not. In the Phantom Menace, one of the races, because there is a huge like Senate area that is just this big round sci-fi thing. Okay. And in one of the pods where the senators sit, you can see a group of aliens that are the same race as E.T.